In today's LEGO City update, I'm going to be working on the mountain, which sits at the end of the city and above the campground. First step was laying down some base plates and clearing the area so I have a nice workspace. Next step, of course, is mills plating, so I lay all of these 2x2 bricks out and then start putting green plate on top. This is so I can start shaping where my mountain can go. Alright, so I've now started to lay out the shape of my mountain. As you can see, I've got this line of green brick here coming from this rock face, going across here all the way to the other side where the other train entrance is. Basically the idea is that this bit is all in dark grey, so it's like being blasted out of the mountain to allow the train to go through, and then the rest of the mountain's actually going to be in green brick. I actually came up with a really cool idea, which I'm really excited about, is actually having a road come through the mountain. So it'll start from there, I'll make a little mountain entrance here, and then it will come straight through the mountain, and then right to the edge of this cutaway. So it looks similar to the back of this train tunnel entrance that I've got here, but it'll be for the road on the edge here. So I'm keen to start leveling up my mountain and adding that tunnel entrance. Alright guys, so I just had to stop the time lapse for a little bit, take it off the table so I could work on it on my desk. So I've got a little bit more space. And as you can see, super happy with how this is looking at the moment. I've added a bit of a waterfall coming down here in front of the Lakeside Lodge, which makes sense, right? We've got the Lakeside Lodge in front of a little waterfall and river there. So I think that's really cool. I've also continued to add some dark grey brick onto this rock face here. It's not done yet. I've still got to add some slopes and a bit of vegetation as well, just so it takes away this sharp looking edge. So I'll continue to do that. It does meet up with this train tunnel entrance here now, which is what I wanted to try and make it do. So that's a little bit of a bonus. I have also made this 3 separate modules, so it's not just one piece. So it can slot back onto the table quite easily. So you can see here, I'll move this one out. That one's one piece, which is kind of cool because it's in the middle of the waterfall, so it kind of splits it down the center. And then this is also one piece. If I just unclip the train track out the back here, we've got our 3 separate pieces now. And as you can see on the inside, all of the support work that's needed to actually hold this mountain up, because you don't want to click something down and then just have it break underneath. So I'm super happy with how this is looking at the moment. Going to keep working on it. I'm going to put this back onto the table and actually continue now to add some road on my little tunnel entrance that I have. So we'll have some road go through here, and then I'll brick some walls up here with light grey. So let's throw it back onto the table and we'll keep working on that. So I've just finished laying the roof of the tunnel here. I'm actually amazed about how strong that is. I did put a fair bit of plate across there and some extra supports on the top there. As you can see, a vehicle coming through there at the front. So that's looking pretty good at the moment. Still a bit of work to do on it, but I'm happy with how it's going. And then on the top here of the tunnel, I've just laid a bit of green flat plate there, just so the hill doesn't look like it just keeps going the whole time. There is a little bit of stagger as we go. And then I've got a line of green brick where I'll continue building that hill up right up to the peak here as well. Now the tunnel is also in line with the black plate that I had over here, which will be for the river. And then I might even have to just elevate that river as we go so it does reach the peak of the mountain. And then if we swing around here as well, I just adjusted this bit of mountain over here. I had one burp right there before, but it kind of blocked the view of the waterfall if we swing around. So now I've taken that off, and then that looks so much more visible now. It looks a little bit more open, so I'm super happy with that. Still heaps of work to do on the hill though. I've got to add trees, foliage, all of that. But I'm going to make sure I get all the foundation done before I start adding those details in. And I've also got a nice little spot here for the lake. I'll put that bit of black plate straight onto the base plate so that I can use the depth of that mills plate, as that will then run through and under the train track into the waterfall for the campground. Alright guys, so a lot of progress made over the last week. I'm really liking the fact that you can travel from the hills and into the Lego City. As always, if you have any thoughts or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. I'm looking forward to working more onto this mountain and campground in the next coming week. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all again in the next one.